hayi mna single now single qha single together. Kuqhelana igaga oko. That is taking each other for a boost. Yeah, ne? Anyways, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new, and please do like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to share it with your family and friends so we can grow the family. Yeah, and turn on your post notifications. Please. Just, yeah. Today I am doing a story time, as you can tell by the title, but I thought I should like switch it up a bit. And PS, this is not a makeup tutorial. This is literally just how I do my makeup on a regular basis, like whenever I go out or whatever. But this is just how I do my makeup, so it's not in any way, shape, or form a tutorial. Please. So yeah. Yeah, hey. I just like I just wanted to say like it's kind of hard being like consistent or like motivated when you are literally a homebody. Like when personally I don't go anywhere because I don't want to go anywhere. I don't like even the mall. Going to the mall is kind of a bit of a chore for me because like I don't. I love my room. I love being in my room. I love being in my own space. So yeah, but it's not about that. This video is not about that. It's not about that. Let's just stop with the ranting. But yeah. Yeah. So my mirror is literally here. So like I'm gonna be looking here most of the time, and I just hope you guys could hear me clearly because the focus is the story, not the makeup. So yeah. Um. So as you can read by the title, yeah. This story time is basically about how I hooked up with a narcissist. Like, yeah, that's basically what happened. Obviously, when you meet someone, you don't know about a narcissist or what, and then they start showing their true colors, and from then it's downhill, son. But anyways, what are we gonna call him? CJ. We're gonna call him CJ because he was a gamer, right? And if anyone knows GTA, Grand Theft Auto, the game, yeah, there's a character named CJ. So yeah, CJ and I met. I think we started speaking on. I think we started speaking. It's either Instagram or Facebook. I think it was Instagram. It was around about the time when I was like, yeah. It was during COVID, like during lockdown, like serious lockdown. So me and this guy started talking and wada wada wada, and I kind of was into him, so I was like, why not? I can't find my brow brush, like my brow pencil.
A few moments later.
Found it. So Vaseline. So me and this guy met like I said, on Instagram. We started talking, and I was like, he's cool, you know? What do I have to lose? Yeah, well. So I was just like, okay, like, I'll entertain him for a while, and who knows? It's gonna be soulmate, yeah. Jokes. But yeah, he lived in. He was very much a suburb. Like, he was very much a. Like, he acted like a preppy kid. Yeah, bo? Like, he acted like a rich kid at his. Whereas. Tuke-san, it wasn't even that. He was just. Everyone got like, he was spoiled. Yeah, bo? And it was like, he's the cream of the crop. In fact, like, he's the prize. Yeah, fine. I didn't mind that because, hey, wait, too, we're just talking, yeah, but we're not like, we hadn't even met like face to face. We're just talking J on social media. So, according to it's not like we're trying to date or whatever. Yeah, but fine. We're just talking. Great. So, we made it clear like beforehand about, okay, we don't want to like, we don't want a relationship, we're just talking, vibing, yeah, well, we're just, you know, getting to know each other and blah 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 blah. Fine. My problem is that yes, we are talking, fine, eh? But ke ngoku, my problem comes when now there are certain guidelines kulom talk where sometimes we act like a couple and then sometimes we don't act like a couple when it suits one person. Yeah, that's my problem with vibing. That's why I don't do vibing, kakad. But at the time, I was like, fuck it. Yeah, well. So fine. And I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, it makes sense because, well, as fona ni kanjalo, yeah, we're just going through the motions. And one thing about eyebrows, they're cousins, never twins. Personally, for me, but yeah. So this guy get and like we were cool with him on talking and what was cool. And like we didn't I wouldn't say that me and this guy had like things in common. We really didn't have anything in common. Qha ibiyinto yokuba ndiborekile. So it is what it is. Otherwise, we really like I don't think we had anything in common really. But yeah, we would video call like almost every night. And this like lasted for like a couple of weeks. Or like it didn't go past a month though. It was definitely like 2-3 weeks. Yeah, more. And like we were cool, fine. And then he would tell me, well, like in the evenings or like in the AMs, yeah, but he's no. He would tell me that we should call like later on, like ebusuku, because emini he's busy, yeah, bo. So I'm like, okay, cool. But I don't ask about like what is he busy. What the fuck? What is he busy with? Yeah, well, I'm just like, okay, whatever. Yeah, well, I'm just like going with the motions. Fine. Big mistake. I feel like. Okay. I'm really trying to concentrate like really hard on my eyebrows right now so that I don't fuck them up. But yeah. So ilonto ke fine, like angixelele uba like, and we would like talk about like, oh, okay, he lives with his dad, blah blah blah, but he has his own place. I forgot where, but like out of town, because like apparently he travels a lot with work and stuff and stuff and stuff and stuff. I'm like, cool, cool, it's cool, 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 cool. Yeah, well, now he's like, what confused me the most was, Yamana, he was telling me that, okay, we're vibing. But then he's just like, oh yeah, we should go on like a trip to Cape Town together. That doesn't make sense, classy vibe. Why are we planning? Yeah. Why are we planning couple trips if we're just vibing? You know, like maybe to some people it makes sense, but to me, shame even I make sense. Yeah, well, cause for me it's like. Anyways, as I was saying, um, for me, I make it sense when I must plan a couple trips whereas we're not a couple. Go on. Lando, it's confusing, and kengoku, as the person I am, then na anzo understand the boundaries of this whole vibing thing. Because ngoku si planning couple trips, so kumengqondweni yam ngoku si couple ke mos you're shelling me. That's what you're doing. And ufuna ndikuvume, ufuna ndikuqome sana. So, but yeah, I was like, I mean, we were just talking, so I was like, it's not gonna happen, yeah, well, so we're just talking, fine. And like each time, like I said, we had nothing in common, so each time we would talk to each other, it was mostly just him speaking about like himself, really. It was mostly just him speaking about himself and himself. Like he was a narcissist. He's a narcissistic person. Narcissistic. Hey, wait, English. But he's a narcissistic person, so it was just like, okay, akhondo in shokhayo kulenda yenzayo. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm not making too much noise, but like I'm trying to look for the right brush. But yeah, like so all I would do is literally just listen and stuff like that. And there came a time where now classy video call and now we're doing like adult things
that I don't recommend to anyone.
Unless this person is your boyfriend. Honestly, we would like, you know, see, do things, adult things on on video call, and yeah, like I didn't really trust him because literally that was the time when, and this is a story for another day, but this is the time when I had just broken up with someone and that person had decided he's going to create an Instagram account and post my nudes because I was breaking up with him. Sabu revenge porn. So I literally told him about like I don't really feel that comfortable, like sending pictures. So he was just like, "Oh no, it's fine. Like, we can do it on video call. Yeah, well, and I promise I won't screenshots. Guys, I'm very naive. I'm like, I don't know if I'm still that naive, but God, I was so naive. Like, honestly. In indoda and they believe them. Why? I don't know. Whereas I know, but they are lying scumbags. A lot of them are. But like, I trusted him. I was like, okay, fine, cool. Like, he's not gonna do the same thing that my ex did. Yeah, well, he's gonna be fine. Fine. And we would do this whole video calling session thing. And it was fun. Yeah, well. Another thing that I like sort of realized after is that every time he would call me, he expected me to answer. No one Ndoni. He expected me to answer. And for me, that was boyfriend tendencies. Yeah, but so I was like, at the time, I wasn't like iffy about it. Kind of or anything. I was just like a bit, it's just normal. Whatever, it's normal because honestly, and the understand the difference between vibe no yola. Let's just be real. And the understand the difference. It's the same thing. Xa ngoku uyakwazi undiqhela ikaka xa ufuna undiqhela ikaka because sine-guidelines. Hayi, mna ndi-single nawe single qha si-single together. Kuqhelana ikaka oko. That is taking each other for a puss, in my opinion. That is honestly taking each other for a puss, but ke yeah. So like every time he would call, I would have to answer. No man is fine. Nah? Okay. But if I were to do the same to him, he would remind me uba askyoli. So I can't like answer your calls 24/7. Ndingayihoyi. I don't understand, but okay, whatever. Yeah. Ndingayihoyi. Siqhubeke nale nto siyenzayo. Fine. And then now he would tell me how like he's busy like certain times of the day or the night, so asukwazi uthetha, and besides askyoli, so why do we have to speak all the time? Yabo ndivumba okay askyoli ne, but ke ngoku now I was getting like to a point where I was noticing every time that he would call me, funeke mna ndiphendule, but if I do the same to him, yingxaki. So I noticed a lot, and I addressed it, and he was just like, no, like, no, you're being clingy, you're being like dramatic, whatever. How am I being clingy when I'm literally saying the shit that I'm noticing? Yabo? Fine. Not gonna lie, I used to let a lot of things slide with this nigga because like because I knew we're not dating. So I didn't feel the need to give him now girlfriend energy if I'm not a girlfriend. Yeah? Like I would allow a lot of things because I was just like ban like dividend ghosting home, so akhonto because besingathini besingadyuli. Fine. So like I used to literally let a lot of things slide, and I didn't really mind it because siya entertainana qha akhonto ingakho khonto special, but if it was actually special, hayi bekuzoqhuma uthula because njani ungiqhele because yangiqhela masingo ungixelela uba you're gonna be busy certain times of the day, but no, I must answer your calls all the time. Doesn't make sense. I can't do make a sense. I can't do cute. Yeah, well, fine. And I addressed this fine, and it was just like, I'm being clingy, I'm being dramatic. I'm okay, fine, sharp. I'm being clingy, I'm being dramatic. And this continued. So I got to a point where now, when he calls and I'm busy, anzo pendula, like anzo yoya. And this like kind of got to him in a way. You could see, but yamja, which I didn't understand. But why ukutya? Because siyoli. So intona kutyayo asana umntu obengekho right, ebephathwa yi-alostro. Because ngoku I'm not answering calls when I need to answer calls. But yeah, wait. Then it came to a point where now it was like, okay, every time Goku see video call, he wants us to like be naked, which I wouldn't say, like, I did mind it. Because I didn't understand why. Bangoku every time see video call ngoku like you're just trying to get your dick hard. Doesn't make sense for me. Like, I get it, we're vibing and it's mostly just like animal instinct type of chemistry. It's not really anything serious. But aibo bendimane ndizincika ngoku every time ngoku sibe sithetha. Oh, son, it was a bit too much energy for my liking. Right? So, why do my eyebrows look like that? But yeah, and I was just like, sometimes I would be like, nah, bruh, I don't want to. Like, I don't want to. And you could see, yeah, I'm upset Halendo because winding a phone. He was very, like I said, he was very narcissistic in terms of he wanted things his way. That's Ted. He wants to talk about him and his accomplishments. Like, I haven't heard it 10 million times in the past week or so. But yeah, Tony, this is what he does. This is achievements I can basically, which I wouldn't even know if they are real because, like I said, we hadn't met face to face. Yabo nale nezitrip wethu mane ziplena beziplenwa engqondweni yakhe. Otherwise I was just there for vibes. So yeah, fine. Things go on. And now we get to a point where now Mossy, I'm starting to do the same thing that he's doing, as in like I would call whenever I want to, because he used to do the same. He does the same. Yeah, well, so I would do the same energy, same. Yeah, well, show him the same energy, and I could see that he was getting a bit frustrated and irritated, but I didn't care because I'm petty, right? I didn't care because why are you doing this and then ungayifuni xa isenziwa kuwe? And he understand it and yeah, fine. He would get like irritated and like tell me about I'm being clingy or whatnot, which I know I'm not being clingy, but I just benifuna umbonisa uba ifeel kanjani into ayenzayo, yabo. J for shits and giggles. Otherwise, I wasn't being clingy because when Zalba animfun. But okay. It says love. So like, okay, fine, like like iqhubekeke le nto yethu, ne? And he was getting aggravated because now I was doing the same thing that he's doing, which is calling whenever. Yeah, well, and he would tell me each and every time about busy. I wouldn't ask about busy and don't, until one day he tells me about, oh no, like I game with my friends. I have nothing against gamers. I have absolutely nothing against gamers, but specifically him, he made it sound so serious, like to the point where I thought like, okay, maybe like he's doing something really important during his busy hours. Kanti umuntu uyadlala i-games neetshomi zakhe, dlala PlayStation neetshomi zakhe. Guys, I was so underwhelmed. Like, really? Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? But yeah, it was very weird. Like, it was very weird, in my opinion. Because why are you making it seem so serious? That you're doing something important when you're playing PlayStation. And mind you, he was like years older. I think it was like 5 or 6 years older than me. Like, gaming has no age, but why are you making it sound so important? That was my chat. Why was he making it sound so important? But yeah, and like each and every time it would literally be a lesson of you're being a lecture, I mean, of you're being clingy. Just to remember, we're not dating, blah 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 blah, blah 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 blah. So I was like, this is getting tiring for me. Yeah, well, like this whole thing, like, yeah, ngasigqitywe. Ngasisigqibe manje nto yethu ansagcwali. In fact, ndigrand ngayo yonke le nto yenzekayo apha. Yabo? But then I'm not the type of person to do that. I'm not the type of person to ghost people or like, or I'm just not the type of person, man, to dump someone even though we weren't dating. I'm not that type of person. I can't do it. Like, I can't get myself to do it. So like, I'd rather tolerate. And that's good ekuthini. Like, if I break up with someone, it's normally because they digwe, like, to the point of no digging. What? Like, normally I'm just digiwe, like digiwe, I'm fed up, in fact, because you're bored. That's normally why. Otherwise, I really can't get myself to break up with people. I really can't. I just can't. Andiyazi ndenziwa yintoni, because ngoku uzawufika ngoku ndidikwe nyanyani ngumntu, but like isengla, good morning babe, hey babe, how was your day babe? Oh my fuck. I'm really a bekezeling Han, and I don't know why I put myself in those type of awkward ass situations, but I do a lot of times. A lot of times in the past. Well, now, so easy to block someone. So easy. Bayankrela. Block. Back then, it was just like, it's fine. I mean, eventually he'll break up with me. He won't. He won't break up with you. So anyways, like I said, I was a very like bendi tolerating koya. Yeah, well. So I literally used to like tolerate him because I was tired of always talking about him. I was tired of always, even though we were vibing, like I couldn't get myself to like say, okay, John Putte, ndiborekile man ngokucela siyeke le nto yethu yabo, and I couldn't yabo. So it was just that, like, I would just tolerate him. I feel like it got weird. I feel like it got weird when he was starting to say we should see each other now, like face to face. And Bengafuni. So it was getting a bit weird and awkward for me because I don't want to, and I don't want to make it seem weird if I were to say that. Yeah, well, andifuni ngoku abenibuzana nento ezingekhoyo uba why don't you want to yeah, well. So I just said, like, I would agree, yeah, well, but ndiyazazi mna kwa andizoyenza loo nto. And also, what if andibe ndizathi bendisenza ntoni xa ndisendibiwe? Ndizathi bendisiyaphi kubani for ntoni xa ndisendibiwe? Hayi, I was just like, okay, sure, cool. Otherwise, bendingazoyenza bendizixelele kwakudala. But if this man were to be like, let's meet up, uzawumeet up yedwa sale tshomi zakhe, mna andizingene, yabo. And also it was like, it was lockdown, so like I don't understand why he wanted to meet up. Like, COVID. In fact, COVID. I would say that to a lot of people, actually. It sounds bad, but I used to say that to a lot of people about, like, you know, once niggas are like, oh, let's meet up, it's like, in fact, I don't know you. What about the safety yam? What about umzali wam? Uzawuthi ndiyephi xa bekutheni xa ndisendibiwe ngoku? Bendisenza ntoni? So, no. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And there is something wrong? Sadly. I was stalling the meetup. Yeah, bo. Because he lived not close to where I live, but like, it's not that far, the distance. And also, I had a family member who lived there. So it was... So it was basically the thing of, we are born by ndiyambhanqa, yabo, uyabona uba andifuni udibana naye. But he was persistent. Fine. I stalled the meet up as much as I could until this one time we're video calling, right? And like I said, now it was a thing of every time a video call, ufuna ibe strip show. Yeah, like, so I was getting tired of it and I was bored. Yeah, and I would tell him, like, andifuni, which irritated him for some reason. Yeah, it irritated him because njani awufuni. basically it was like Jani Aufuni, we're vibing, so you should be fine with this, yeah. Which is I'm not fine with it. Yeah, I didn't want to do it. It just felt like every time I'm auditioning to be on Playboy Bunny. Like, no. It got boring, it got annoying. So I was like, no man, like, not tonight. Yeah. And it was just not tonight, not tonight, not tonight for a while. And he started catching on. Hey, yabona lo? Akasaqali ngam. Fine. And at that point, I didn't care. But like, he knows that. But like, angisaqali ngaye ngoku. I didn't care. I wanted him to know. Cause like, bendikiwe. Fine. And then like, this other time, we're video calling and he's like gaming, yeah. So I'm surprised that he actually answered, yeah, the video call. Cause most lento yomgamer wakhe is serious, yeah, he's serious. Out of nowhere, he's lecturing me about how he feels like I'm being way too clingy, and I'm not understanding the dynamic of our relationship, and yeah, like maybe we should cool it. So I'm like, I mean, I feel like I've been very understanding of whatever is happening here, this dynamic here too. So I didn't understand where the conversation was coming from, yeah. But then I could see that, but okay, he wants out, but now he's trying to make it my problem. Yeah, but he's trying to make it seem like I'm the issue here, and that's why he wants out. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'll let him do what he wants to do, so that he can finally say, okay, it's over. Like, I'm done with you. You right? I said I'm fine. I'm an indie lecturer, Shaki, about the dynamic here relationship and stuff like that. Fine. I'm like, I mean, I understand where you're coming from in a way. All in all, I didn't understand shit. But I was like, I'm just gonna like hear him out so that he can finally say what I want him to say, so he can be out of my life. I said Umtu is just like going off on me and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, your frustration yonke lena, don't even entertain it, don't retaliate, yeah, well, just be calm, Sipe. Not really even, but you guys get the picture. Khanganlahle that day, yeah, well. Sapiens, I think for like 2 more days or a day. But Dimbonba, like, he isn't interested ever anymore. So I was like, why can't he just say it's over? Yeah, why can't he just say it's over and we can be done with this? Cause yan boranam. Ay sana umntu. Ubambele. Fine. And then all of a sudden, this one time, he texts me, yeah, I understand why X did what he did. You're a whore. Blah, 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 blah. We had two guys, blah, 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 blah. And he's like going on about you're a whore. And, he understands why my ex did what he did. And, I'm loose. He was just going ham on me. Okay, this isn't working. This guy was literally just going ham on me, like telling me all of this shit that he just wanted to get off his chest. I don't know why. I don't know Kabek Teni, but Sir was going off. Sir was honestly going off. I was very confused because it was coming out of nowhere. Because we hadn't spoken that day. Literally. We hadn't spoken that day. And like what, I didn't understand what was going on really. Like, why was he saying all this shit? But I wasn't even hacked when he was saying all that shit, not gonna lie. I wasn't even hacked because it didn't mean anything to me. Yeah, well, like it wasn't said by someone that I cared about. Yeah, well, it was said by someone that, first of all, angazazi noba ufuna ntoni. Second of all, engadyoli naye. Why would I feel some type of way about Londo that I was killed? So I was like, oh, okay. Then thanks for the info, you know? Thanks for the info. Like, he didn't understand why it wasn't getting to me. So, like, he decided to continue and, like, throw jabs at me. And get shame on my side, it being bolo. We hadn't even met face to face. How am I a hoe when you haven't even done anything? Like, we haven't even done anything physically. So it didn't matter to me. It was weird. I literally told my best friend, like, after it happened, and I, like, showed her the text, and she was so angry on my behalf. I just didn't understand it. Nah, I wasn't angry because I didn't understand why the guy felt the need to say all of that. And then after he said all of that, he literally blocked me. I think I blocked him first. Yeah, I think I blocked him first after he said all of that crap. And then he unfollowed me on Instagram. And I think he also unfriended me on Facebook. So I was like, good riddance then. If that's what you want to do, then go ahead and do it. Child, no one is stopping you from doing that. No one is stopping you. Because Kendoni besingadyoli. Maybe you were taking this a little too seriously than I was. Because I'm not really that into him, and maybe he was expecting me to be into him. I don't know, honestly. I'll never know, actually. But again, that's just my theory. Because after that, we blocked each other on all social media accounts. And definitely deleted each other's numbers. Because designing number yako after untukile. Like designing. So yeah, guys. That's really the story. Like, it wasn't as juicy or whatever. It wasn't like a big story. But I just wanted to do a story time while I do my makeup. Funny enough, I'm not even done with my makeup. So this is the final look, guys. I'm kind of happy. Like, I'm kind of happy with, especially since it's like my first time doing a dramatic look. I am really happy. And like, I feel like the lashes tied everything in together. But yeah, chill. Can't exist. I'm kind of Why can't I speak English today? I'm kind of obsessed with this look. But yeah. Anyways, this is the end of the story time slash get ready with me. I'm not really good. I'm really not going anywhere, but I just wanted to like spice things up for this video. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys like actually enjoyed it. And if you got this far, thank you so much for watching. And like I said, please do like, comment, and subscribe, and share it with your friends. And please do turn on your post notification bell. I'm kind of obsessed. But yeah, thanks for watching, and bye!